One thing I failed to mention is you're actually going to want to have your cool runner hooked up to your Nandex at this point. You look at the bottom side, the side that shows the copper on it. You can see the pins through it. That goes down on the cool runner. It just plugs in. You want to have the cool runner switch to program, and it doesn't really matter at the time if it's on slim or fat, but that's how it hooks up. Is when you're done reading and writing your NAND, you're going to flash the cool runner at the same time. You should flash the cool runner without it in the console not hooked up. It's for the best. When you hook it up for the first time and it's not programmed, you're going to have a red light and a green light. As soon as you program it, the green light will shut off. That tells you that it's programmed. And we're back. I've just finished reading the NAND twice, comparing the NANDs. They compared out the same. I flashed the cool runner with the Zephyr timing files. I'm working on a Zephyr. And I created the ECC and wrote the ECC to the NAND. So it's ready to go. All that's left is install the cool runner. So we're going to go ahead and get that ready to go. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and set the motherboard aside for now. And I'm going to just bring out the cage. This is basically just looking for something solid to mount it to. Peel back part of this sticker just like that so I can adhere it. And there's the cool runner. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is again apply a little bit of flux to each point. Doing a fat install, you're going to use most of these points. The last 2 points, E and F, we're not going to be using. Those are for the slim install. Now, I'm going to prepare each one of these points to be soldered to. What we want to do is iron's not quite warmed up yet. What you want to do is you want to heat heat the pad out here and just start to get the solder to flow into it. I like to start by touching it, touching the iron and moving away from the iron, just like so. Solder is running a little thin there. And this ground and the 3.3, both just a little bit heavier wires. It takes a little bit more solder to work with those. Now that we have all the points prepared, to grab my pre-proportioned, pre-provided Phat cables. These are sent with the cool runner. You should have a slim and a Phat. Take your pick. You got yellow, orange, black, red, green, and blue. I'm sorry, I didn't realize you couldn't see all that. But you'll see them. Alright. Excuse me just a second here. Try and keep everything positioned to where you guys can see it, but I can work with it. Can be a bit of a pain. Alright, first wire we're going to go ahead and attach is the 3.3 ground. I'm sorry, the 3.3 volt, the 3 volt. Next we'll attach the ground. Followed by the green. Green goes to A. Next is orange. Then yellow. And lastly, blue. There you have it. Now it's time to clean up the cool runner. Then I'm just using rubbing alcohol or isopropylene, however you pronounce that technical name. Make sure you do a good job here. Not just for looks. It's to keep your chip from rotting away. We got a little bit of leftover stuck in here. Take a screwdriver and just kind of scrape that little bit of leftover flux out very gently. Don't push so hard as to dig into the board. There you have it, all shined up. Now we're ready to install the cool runner. Time to get the Mobo back in the picture. Again, I'm working on a Zephyr console here.